All right, so this for you now. The U.S. Army is kicking out a decorated Green Beret who stood up to an Afghan police commander who was trained by the United States forces, who was accused of raping a young boy. Congressman Duncan Hunter is now getting very involved in this. He's calling on Defense Secretary Ash Carter to intervene. In a letter to the secretary, he writes this, quote, "I am once again dismayed by the Army's actions in this case. Sergeant First Class Martland has served honorably for more than 11 years, and importantly, he has earned the trust and respect of his fellow soldiers." Pete Hegseth is CEO of Concerned Veterans for America and a Fox News contributor. Pete, good morning. Good to have you here this morning. Tell us what you know about this situation.
Sure. First of all, thank God for Congressman Duncan Hunter. He has really become the congressman for the trigger puller, for the warrior who doesn't have anywhere else to appeal. And so they write to Congressman Hunter himself, a Marine veteran who exposes these things and puts pressure on the Army. In this case, you've got a Green Beret deployed to Afghanistan and Kunduz province, finds out one of the police commanders that he's training has raped a 12-year-old boy. Then when the boy's mother confronted that police trainer, the Afghan beat the mother. So the Green Beret confronts this police commander, shoves him down, says this will never happen again on our watch, and he's relieved. He and another Green Beret are relieved, and they move on in the Army into other positions. Now he's being forced out because of budget cuts, and they believe it's because of this one black mark, this supposed black mark, relieved for command, when in actuality, he should receive a medal. He should be lauded for confronting an Afghan who's raping a 12-year-old boy, and he could have looked the other way. This Green Beret said, no, I have a moral duty to confront this Afghan police commander, and he did.
Yeah, it's a pretty horrific story, and one of his former teammates said what you just said. He said, if I was a commander, I would have given him an award. They saved that kid's life. And the accounting of this story, after this child was raped, according to their understanding of it, by this Afghan police commander, that when they went in to confront him with what they had learned after this same guy, according to their report, beat up the boy's mother for saying anything about it, was that this Afghan police commander just kept laughing and laughing and laughing, saying, "What, are you kidding me? This is not a big deal." And that, of course, outraged First Class Charles Martland, and he responded by shoving him, according to this report. Where's this going to go? I mean, at this point, does he have any recourse?
Well, usually you're going to a congressman as a last recourse. I mean, it looks like the Sergeant First Class will be forced out on 1 November if nothing changes. And it's indicative, really, of an Army that's more risk-averse, has more risk aversion in it oftentimes than warrior ethos. I mean, this guy has, not just since Afghanistan, was second in his class of 400 Green Berets, a training element. This guy is lauded by fellow service members as one of the best of the best, really one of the best Green Berets, the type that you would keep through a board review. The Army is reviewing folks it has because it's shrinking, and when you shrink, you have to force people out. They believe that because of this one supposed black mark, this one relief from this job, he's being forced out. And I think what Duncan Hunter's trying to do here is shake the Army and say, hey, your process, your risk aversion, what you think you're doing right is actually wrong, and you're pushing out the wrong people. You got to take a second look at this. So hopefully he will get a second look. And again, but this is what happened. When bad policy trickles downhill, like sequestration, you get good people forced out with great combat experience, with a great moral compass, and this Sergeant First Class is one of those kind of guys.
When you think about what we're up against in the Middle East, he seems like exactly the kind of person that we really need on our side. So, and he wants very much to continue his military career.
Yes, he does. He wants to stay in.
Yeah. So we hope Duncan Hunter, the congressman, will come talk to us about this on Monday. Pete Hegseth, thank you very much for laying it all out for us. Good to have you here.
In the meantime.